Spotlight. Thanks for joining me today. Now, today is March 10th, 2022, and JoAnn is having a $1.99 sale on their McCall patterns. And so I stopped by there earlier today to pick up a few things, and the patterns that I picked up are pretty much older patterns. I did confirm with the store manager that they do in fact throw away their old patterns. Once they get some new ones in, it just has a list basically that says here are the ones you're supposed to discard. And so I wanted to go through some of the older ones and see if there was anything there that I wanted to grab before, they may have a ill fate in the future. And so I did pick up 8 patterns. 6 of them are older. 2 of them are from the newer, this early spring line that just came out. So let's get started. So the first pattern that I picked up is McCalls 6747. And this is pretty much just an easy knit dress. I'm a little hesitant about it. I picked it up one because it said easy. It's a knit dress and I have tons of knit that I'm trying to work my way through. I'm a little hesitant about it only because I don't want it to look like a pajama dress, like I'm outside in my night clothes. And so I'm going to have to be very strategic, I think, in the type of fabric or the pattern of the fabric that I use. If it's not a solid, if it's a heathered pattern, like something almost like, what I have on now, I have to just be careful of that to see, if it actually looks like a dress or if it looks like a nightgown. But as the look says, it's an easy pattern. I'll post the measurements of it in the comments above. But the easy, quick and easy, hopefully, pattern. And this should be a good spring pattern, transition pattern, because it has long sleeve as well as short sleeves. And so, as it's still a little cooler in the mornings, if I have errands to run or whatnot, I can jump into this pattern or jump into this dress and still be able to manage the ebb and flow of temperature throughout the spring day. So McCalls 6747. Okay, pattern number 2 is McCalls 7262. Now this one I actually became aware of because of the hashtag BHM Pattern Designers Challenge. There's been a couple of people, I think it's actually Natita who's the host of it. I think she's made this before, but there has been several people who have made this pattern. I'm actually interested in view A of the pattern. I really like that the side buttons there, as opposed to something in the front or it just, totally being open in the front. So when I do this pattern, it'll be view A for this one. So again, another easy pattern. The line drawings, and I'll, try to find a screenshot as well, but the line drawings look pretty simple. So I'm hoping that this will be another quick one to put together as well. All right, number 3. This is McCalls 7359. And I picked this one up because it looks like a very cool, comfortable top to wear. I'm actually interested in view B of this pattern. I do like the short sleeve and I like the V-neck. You can do color blocking on here. I'm not that big into color blocking right now, at least. So I'll more than likely just stick with one patterned fabric. But I thought this was a pretty simple one to try. Okay, number 4. This is McCalls 7981. This is a skirt pattern, and it's a lot of buttons on here, and I think I'm getting better with buttonholes. I don't do them a lot. Matter of fact, I probably have only done them maybe 3 or 4 times, if that many. But my machine seems to work well with them. The fabric that they're recommending is a pretty lightweight fabric, so hopefully the machine will be able to, not have too many issues when, because it's the machine, it's not me, it's the machine. Have too many issues with putting this one together. There, you know, like I said, there are several different lengths to this pattern. I'm interested in view A, and I'm thinking in Ankara. Now, the envelope may say a lighter weight fabric, but I'm thinking I want to do this in an Ankara fabric and then just have like a solid tee or tank or something over it. I think that'll work well for the summertime, and again, something easy breezy. If it does get literally breezy, then I can just throw, you know, a sweater or something light over it. So McCalls 7981. Next pattern is 8009. This one is an easy pattern. It says on the back, very easy. I bought it for the jumpsuits, and while this is nice here for the model with her ties, that just scares me. Like, I just feel like at any given moment, every step that I take is going to have me on the floor. So I won't be doing the ties on that. And so it'll more than likely be view C that I'll be going for. But I thought this was a really cute pattern. And again, it says easy. I have, I believe I have enough fabric, or the type of fabric that it calls for, to be able to make this without having to buy anything new. But a jumpsuit, I really like jumpsuits. Next is 8119. Again, this says it's an easy pattern. It's a romper and a jumpsuit. It actually comes with a belt. Now, this one, I passed up several times. I don't know if it's the way the model is standing in it or the way it's fitting her. I just felt like I wouldn't look right or be comfortable in it. Although I do like view A, which is the romper, the shorts romper, and I actually like the little ties on the side of it. So that may be what I start with in this pattern. And, you know, depending on how that goes, I may or may not try view B, which is what she's wearing in the stripes. But, you know, it says easy. I'll try it. We have coming up 8138. This is a dress. Now, I picked this up because I really wanted to try view A, is it? View B. I wanted to try view B. I think that length looks really nice. And then I like the zipper of it. So I've not made anything with a zipper or dress or shirt, anything with a zipper in the front and it, you know, attached to the collar. So I'm really interested in doing that. It says an attached turtleneck to it as well. So maybe not for the springtime. You know, it just depends, I guess, on how long it stays cool in the mornings here. So if I don't get to it now, it could be something to transition from summer to fall. And if I do the longer version, you know, with the long sleeve, it may even be something that I can get into for the winter. So McCalls 8138. And the last two are the newer patterns. There wasn't a lot that I was really interested in for this newer line that came out. And so it was just a couple of them that I was like, okay, I'm going to look for some other things, and, you know, I can pick these up too. Now, this one I do really like. It says easy. It's 8261. Again, it's a romper. It's a thing with me. I like rompers and jumpsuits. But I actually wasn't going to get this one because I'm like, y'all just came out with one in the fall that looked pretty much just like it. But I realized with this one, the sleeves, the shoulder straps are different. I'll try to pop in a picture of the other pink one that came out over the fall that everyone fell in love with, including me. I really liked it. And I'm like, okay, this looks exactly the same. Like it's a one piece. It has the seam down the front. Like, you know, it's a fuller or wide leg. Like it looks exactly the same. But it is the actual straps, and you can see that in view A, that makes this one a little different. So if I, well, not if, when I sew this up, I more than likely will go with view B, which is the actual jumpsuit in this one. That looks really, really comfortable. So that was 8261. And then my final pattern is not for me. It is a men's pattern, and my husband has been asking me to sew him up. Okay, gauchos, culottes, you know, I don't know what people call them, whatever part of the world you're in, however, whatever your age is, depends on what you actually call them. I like the word gauchos, but he's been wanting some, I guess, men's culottes. There's probably a term for the men's version too. I don't know what that is, because I've sewn me up a pair and really like them, and he's like, oh, you should make me some too, and I'm like, okay. Let's see. Well, finally, I'm going to go ahead and try my hand at it. And so I picked up 8264. These do not have a gaucho version or view in them, obviously. You have shorts, which almost are like, not quite Bermuda, maybe board short. You know, they're like mid-thigh or something like that. And then there's the pants. Well, I figure with this view here, I can probably just like cut off anywhere from 6 to 8 inches of it, and it'll hit him somewhere mid, you know, calf or something. And if it's too long, then of course just kind of cut it more and cuff it, or just cuff it up. But I figured these looked pretty simple. Now this pattern does say average, and I'm wondering if it's because you have, you know, those side or lower pockets in addition to the side seam pockets, as well as like but you know, carriers for your belt, and then a zipper fly. So there is a lot going on in this pattern, and it's really similar to another pattern that I have, which is a quick sew pattern. And I may or may not start with the quick sew before I jump into this one. Now, I do have a son who really likes this type of pants, and so that was the other reason for me to pick up this pattern, because like I said, the quick sew, you know, this is pretty much the same style. And so once I get into it with the short, or maybe not the shorts, once I get into it with the culotte, the men's culotte gaucho pants situation, if it's not too tough of a project for me, then I'll look to see if my son wants a pair of the pants, and then I can make him a pair. And honestly, I really didn't know their sizes, and so I kind of guessed as to which package. I think this was the larger of all of them, but it had such a good range that it was like, okay, well, you know, hopefully, you know, they'll fit either in the smallest size, won't be too big, and if it is too small, then of course I'll have all the other sizes to play around with. But that was my haul for this weekend. I'm not going back to the other locations, although I have like 3, and they are pretty much all the same distance from me. So this will be it for the month of March in terms of patterns. I was just, again, wanted to go grab some older ones before they were no longer available. I am blaming my haul and dedicating this video to Rochelle from Rochelle Handmade Designs. She posts on YouTube as well as Instagram, and on her community page and in Instagram, she does shout out when JoAnn is having a sale, and so she had posted, you know, that this sale was starting today. And so because I did so well last week, I didn't buy any Simplicity patterns. Like, I didn't even go to the store last week, and they were 99 cents. Primarily because I have all the Simplicity patterns all the simplicity patterns I need and want. So there was no reason for me to go. And I didn't want to just settle for seconds in terms of, you know, this is like a second round of things that I would get just because it's 99 cents. It was like, no, let's stay out of the store. So because I was so good last week, I went this week. Also, I have a question for you. So on the receipts, it'll say how much you saved. And according to JoAnn, it says that I saved over $164 by buying these 8 patterns for $199. And my first thought was, wow, you know, that's awesome. I should take that $164 and actually save it and put it in a savings account. But then I thought that, well, because I saved so much, really I should put that in a savings account for my hobby. So because I didn't spend that much today, $164 more today, then that offers me the opportunity to spend that later, right? Isn't that how yeah, I think that's how that works, yeah. So if you don't spend it today, then you are able to enjoy it and spend it later. Let me know your thoughts on that. Maybe my interpretation is wrong. I sometimes do, you know, get the savings and the spending wrong. Sometimes I'm not really clear how that works. But let me know in the comments below. Do you actually save the savings? Have you even thought about doing that? Do you put it up for later, or do you just say, honey, look, I, you know, could have spent this much and I only spent that much, so you shouldn't be mad? Like, how does it work for you? Anyway, thanks so much for walking through life with me in this sewing journey. Please like, subscribe, and leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the pattern haul. If there are others that you've picked up or you're thinking about going out this weekend, let me know. Until next time, bye.